All right, what is going on? It is your boy Triple T. Just arrived at campus for orientation. Really stoked. Started out this morning with some breakfast, some French toast, protein bar, Greek yogurt, cup of tea. So feeling nice and energized. Really excited to meet some new classmates and reconnect with some that I've met in the group me. As a matter of fact, we actually had a little meetup yesterday. So, yeah, really excited. Till next time. All right, I'm here. I'm in the auditorium. You might as well call it a high school cafeteria. It's kind of loud, but you get used to it, especially if you eat out all the time. So, yeah. We're starting in about 5 minutes. The first slide is up in front of me. And there's even a Zoom setup because we have 2 campuses. Funny enough, someone pointed out that our camera's off, so we can see them, but they can't see us, so it might be kind of awkward for them. But that ought to change. There ought to be someone to be speaking soon. Once again, starting about 5 minutes. I might have lost my seat while getting up, moving, talking to people, friendly faces, but it's part of the process. Can't really complain. I'm cool about it. So I'll be coming back during the lunch break, maybe get some testimonials, ask some people some questions, and orient you all towards, how first year students are feeling about starting med school. So, peace. All right, guys, I kind of lied, so I didn't get any testimonies during lunchtime. However, a few people did like my message and group me, and so we decided that we were going to try and meet after the assembly, the first day of orientation. So I've got Christopher Lau behind me.
Hey.
Hi, Chris.
How you guys doing?
He'll be in a future video. We were brothers in Phi Delta Epsilon in Stony Brook, the International Medical Fraternity. And we're going to be trying to found a chapter here, future video to come. Anyway, so Chris, why don't you tell the audience what you're excited about starting med school and what you're nervous about?
So definitely nervous about all the assessments and all the tests, all the materials, but I am super excited to actually learn everything. I know it's going to be hard, but I mean, it sounds like we have great support, great faculty, advisors, and all of that. So really looking forward for, when class starts. Hopefully that doesn't bite me back, but definitely looking forward to that and meeting everyone else in the class.
Definitely too. From what I've gathered so far, our classmates definitely seem very nice.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for your insight, Chris.
Of course.
Now I will bring you guys to the next guest. All right.
Hi,
So I have my next victim here, Leah.
I'm Leah, a student physician at our medical school.
All right, you really had to do that.
I
That's
did.
one of the things that we learned is when you address yourself, just call yourself student physician, your name. So,
Yes.
Hi guys, my name is student physician Triple T.
And I am student physician Leah, first year medical student.
All right, and now student physician Leah, medical student. What are you worried about with medical school, and what are you excited about?
Oh, I'm worried about so many things. I'm a worrier. I'm worried that it's going to be a lot academically. I'm worried. I had a lot of time to think about it because I was the last one to get my iPad. I'm worried that I'm going to give it my all and it's just still not going to be enough. That's the number one thing I'm scared of.
Like Linkin Park in the end kind of thing?
Yes! I tried so hard. I
got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. All right, the positive stuff now. Let's think positive. What are you excited about?
I'm so excited to meet new people. I'm so excited to kind of take this next step. This is kind of the rest of our lives, you know what I mean? This is our careers.
Lifelong learning too.
Exactly, lifelong learning. This is like the next big step in our adult lives, so that's what I'm really excited for. Excited to meet new people. I think I already said that.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
excited to kind of be back in a school and college environment. I had half of my sophomore year and my entire junior year taken up by COVID during college. I took one gap year.
I see.
So I'm so ready to finally have that in-person academic experience that I've always wanted. I'm a first generation college student and I was so looking forward to college. and it got taken away by COVID. So I feel like medical school is kind of my second chance, even if it's really hard.
I get that. Well, COVID messed with me too. I remembered losing that formal date. That stunk really hard my junior year. All right. Thank you for your insight, Leah.
Of course.
All right. So I was only able to get 2 victims for today. And so I'll be getting more interviews on Thursday. So today's orientation was mostly policy stuff. So that's like diversity, equity, inclusion, Title IX, some of the grading, curriculum. It's the stuff that, you know, tried and true. Not really much more to say. They also gave us some goodies. So they gave me my white coat. I ordered an extra large because by the time they sent out the form, I was bulking up. But I've decided to go on a cut since then. Oops, bad planning. And they also gave us Gen 10 iPads. So those are used for studying and also exam taking purposes. You literally take the exams on your iPad, to my own understanding. They also gave lanyards and shirts. So this is the start to something absolutely amazing. Tomorrow should be more of a tour kind of thing. I'll be at the school 8:30 in the morning. Gotta say, love early mornings. Obvious satire. I'm a night owl. But adapt and overcome, you know? Well, I'll see you guys in the next segment of the video. Peace. Alright guys, Triple T is back. And I've upped the professionalism a little bit. It might have taken a direct email to me saying if I didn't wear a suit and tie, then I'd get my white coat rescinded. Maybe once again. Start off my day not much different than yesterday. Some serious radio in the car. So today's going to be a little campus tour. And the piece I forgot yesterday to mention was we're going to be configuring our iPads. So once again, using it for exams, I did confirm. And we even get to use it to study anatomy. They have a little application for that. All right, so see you all later. All right, so that's day 2 of orientation down. So my thoughts on it: I didn't like losing a half hour of sleep, but you can't always get what you want. We got done much earlier, so I finished out around 12:05 according to the clock. And yeah, we start out with the iPad configuration. It went not so smoothly on my end, so I'm going to have to start over like a fresh iPad by hooking up the USB-C cable to my MacBook. Not the end of the world, I'll get it down. Then we did the OMM laboratory, because DO school. My first thought was, wow, we have a lot of benches. And then they started taking us through the policies, so like dress code and everything, and I'm just thinking like, no shirt on for some of this. It's gonna be summer, 2 years long, you know? I'm sorry, that was so bad. And my really big takeaway was, may the traffic ever be in your favor. Because if you're late twice in a row, it counts as an absence, and 2 absences, then you meet with the dean. And it's not exactly meeting over a cup of coffee or anything like that, I would imagine. So, yeah, let's not hit that rush hour. It won't be, because at least they start at 1 o'clock. It won't be too terrible. Then we had the clinical skills lab and the anatomy lab. We have 16 tables for dissection. It's a good amount. We have 16 groups, of course, to correspond. I didn't get to see the pro section yet, so I'll surprise myself, I guess. All in all, not too bad of a tour. I'm just sweating the commute. You know, the pressure's on. Better leave like really early. But hey, I get there early, more time to study, more power to me. I'm going to get a testimony in a little while, and I'll see you then. All right, guys, that didn't take long. I've got my testimony right here. It's Alessandro, my boy.
Hello. Hey guys, I'm Alessandro Mercado, and incoming first year, just like Tony here, at NYTCom class of 2027. The tour that we went on today was pretty amazing. The orientation leaders were great. Everyone who was on the tech team were great, helping us with our little iPad troubles in the morning. But the tour itself was cool. We saw the anatomy lab, we saw the sim lab, we saw the ICC. We'll be doing our DPR, the doctor-patient relations, and then the OMM lab. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the facilities here. I went on a brief tour with one of the student ambassadors a few months ago, but this was much more in depth, and they like gave us the whole rundown. It was a little intimidating, not gonna lie, because it's definitely setting in with like the shock of the amount we're gonna need to learn, especially with all the anatomy we need to learn.
They also showed that list of the structures.
Yeah, that was
that's your intro.
A little scary. Where like black was what could be on the practical, and gray was what it's
not going to be on the labeling. Look for in
the lab, and basically everything was in black. But the anatomy lab was amazing. Like, it was just really cool, surreal to be here and be very respectful to the cadavers and everything.
I liked that too. I will say, the moment of silence, that was very interesting to me.
Yeah, we had to give
I did
a
not
moment
expect
of
that.
silence. Yeah,
I never thought of it that way. These people did donate their bodies literally for science.
Yeah.
Like, people have that for science joke, but like, this is literally for science.
Yeah, it's crazy that like you see it on TV and everything like that, but it's real, like, and it's gonna be us next week.
100%.
So, I'm really excited to see all the facilities, and I'm really loving. That's just like a walker in the background. I'm loving the also the OMM lab. There's so many tables. I think you mentioned that in the intro, but it's cool how I think it's gonna foster a really cooperative and collaborative environment. We found our pods today and everything, and
definitely
everyone here is just super friendly. Like,
yep, I made my
Tony
group
and
meet.
Everyone. Yeah, like we have our group meet chat and everything. So really excited, and for anyone who's looking to come, current or future NOITCon students, like, I don't think you'll be disappointed here.
100%. Do you wish anything were different on this tour? Anything you would change, I should say?
I wish we went on like a walk around here, because I went with one of my SAM. I think it's like the student.
I did that in March
mentors.
too.
Yeah.
I did that with not orientation leaders, but tour guides.
Right. Yeah, like I feel like if they did that here, I mean, I guess it's a lot of walking and it's kind of hot in like our business
professional
attire.
Yeah.
But doing a walk around here, I did a walk yesterday, and it's such a beautiful campus. It's like really green, very open.
Agree.
It's so beautiful. So definitely wish we had done that, but we could do that on our own after this video.
Definitely. Well, let's get changed and pump that iron.
Yeah.
Thank you for your testimony.
No problem. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Okay, so that's been day 2 of orientation. If you're liking this video so far, then like and subscribe to my channel. And have you ever heard of Raid Shadow Legends? I'm just asking. I'm not sponsored yet, but maybe one day. Until next time. All right, we're going to be doing this one more time until orientation part 2, allegedly. So today we have planned a mock exam in the very beginning. I'm going to get my iPad officially configured. I couldn't get it on my own last night. I'm not the most technologically savvy person out there, you know. We also have some stuff with professionalism. We have to decide a code of conduct. This vlog should not be an issue. I'm keeping things very PG. We also have student advisement and mentorship coming in. There's a big little program. I wonder if I'm going to be getting my mentor right then and there. We'll see how that goes. And then some more testimonials. But before those testimonials, I'll probably just summarize things. And then maybe tomorrow I might get some from second year students. We have a little outing planned. So that's the plan for today. I'll keep you posted. All right, day 3, orientation, done for. Starting to rain, so it looks like I lost some testimonies here. Absolute shame, but I was able to get one confirmation. Anyway, so today was meeting some of the Student Government Association officers. Maybe I'll run someday in the future, but have to see, depends. And I also have to win, that's another thing. We focused heavily on professionalism. So one thing we did, Triple T, that's me. So part of the professionalism today was we had to recite the code of ethics, if you want to call it that, professionalism statement. It's safe to say that we messed it up pretty badly. I remember there was one part where I actually said never, so that would have been pretty bad, like never do something really unethical. Whoops, I might have if you've ever like you read a little bit too far down and you accidentally say that one word, that's what happened to me. Just, you know, uncalibrated. We also had some little role play, if you want to call it that. They were going through some unethical statements, well, unethical situation scenarios, and there was one that mentioned the word medfluencer. I think it was like Hannah Banana, something like that was the imaginary handle, and I'm just thinking like, come on, it's not Triple T, what's this about? But maybe one day they'll have Triple T vlogs up on that K-Space scenario. We'll see. We'll get there one day. And so yeah, we also got a scavenger hunt. I'm definitely not going to win that one because I missed stuff playing in sight. I'm going to get my imposter syndrome back. Let's not do that. And yeah, not much really else to say. Meet up tomorrow. Testimonial on the way. All right, guys, here I've got Peter. So he was my TA at my undergraduate college for organic chemistry. So I actually didn't know how tall he was because he was on a Zoom. So you might not be the Lorax, but you can speak for the trees here. So Peter, why don't you tell us about your overall experience today?
Yeah, so coming into orientation, I was a little apprehensive. I thought it was going to be similar to my undergrad, where
we went together.
Yeah, we went together to the same school. So undergrad orientation was kind of boring. There was a lot of cliche statements, all this stuff, and so I was like, this is probably going to be the same deal. But when we got to orientation, the administration was super friendly. They were kind of funny, actually.
Agreed.
They had a lot of cool things that they did on the side that they were telling us about. And they also gave us like really personal and friendly advice on how to succeed in medical school, what things to focus on, how to make friends, how to study, how to do all this stuff. And they read us some cool, inspiring quotes from different medical educators in medical journals. So that was really cool. The other thing that I was kind of shocked about, well, shocked might be a bit strong. I was surprised. That's probably a little better.
Yes.
Was like, even though we have 300 students in this class, I met a ton of friends, and it's only been like 3 days in. We had a cool meetup at a local brewery where I met like probably 20 or 30 people, and I already got to know them before orientation officially started. And of course, my boy Triple T here is from undergrad. I taught him in Orgo, and it was really cool to have a familiar face in a crowd.
100%.
You know, showing up to med school where, you know, super exciting, but it's also super terrifying. Mm-hmm. So all in all, I would say orientation was blew my expectations out of the water, and I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited to be a physician. It says medical student here for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty pumped.
All right, student Dr. Peter, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, it's your boy Triple T, and look, beach party. It's a little bit late. It's like 8:15ish, and as promised, I was able to get a few second-year students to interview. So that'll be coming in a little while. And before the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing my parting thoughts on orientation. So, yeah, the interviews are on the way. All right, I am joined here by Carol. She's an OMS-2. So, I've got a question for you, Carol. So, what do you wish you knew going into your first year of medical school?
Okay, so I wish that I knew that I didn't have to be so nervous going in, because here at NYITCom, at least we have such a great student body, and you can really ask everyone for help and questions, especially your second years, the year above you, for help, and there's so many different resources out there for you to use, and you don't have to get like, so you don't have to use all of them, you just have to use the one that works the best for you and the one that's going to stick the best. Take it step by step, take it slowly, and soon you're going to find your rhythm, but it might be a process of elimination, and some things might not work. It just might be a trial and error, but everyone's going to do great, and you're going to find out what works for you.
Got it. Well, with that being said, I'm going to be texting you 24/7 for help.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Always happy to help.
And here I have Savannah. Savannah is also in OMS-2. Hello, Savannah. And so I would like to know, and so would everyone else, what do you wish you knew going into your first year?
Well, I wish I knew, it's okay to make mistakes. You don't need to worry. Everyone has missteps. Everyone feels imposter syndrome. And definitely don't neglect your mental health.
Very big one, too.
Yeah.
Yep, don't get too lost in the sauce.
Absolutely.
Got to get yourself out of there.
You're more important than the grades,
Yep.
for sure.
If you don't have your mental health, what really do you have?
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Savannah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So, that has been orientation week. Some parting thoughts. Going to echo my classmates and say that I really like the student body. It might be what makes our school in a certain way, like why I would want to go here. That was actually my initial reasoning. My classmates were very friendly and fun to be around in and out of orientation. I get the impression that the staff here are really here to help us and want us to succeed. Essentially, I'm echoing my classmates that I've interviewed on and off camera. I do agree with all of them. And honestly, it wouldn't change the fact that it was a 3-day orientation. It gave me more time to meet my classmates and meet faculty. I'd actually shaken hands with the associate dean of our school. I also happened to realize that I had forgotten my Minions lunchbox all of these days, but all in all, really good time. Wouldn't really change anything. So if you excuse me, I have to get back to studying. I've got some DPR to learn. So I'll see you in the next video or in class.